All right, this is a rabbit hole, so just stick with me. A Florida woman donates $1 million to Trump's PAC. I don't know what the fuck that is. What is? Oh, I just looked it up. Apparently, it's a pay for access program he has going on where people can basically pay to have dinners with him and things of the nature. Okay. A Florida woman donates $1 million at one of these dinners. 3 weeks later, her son, convicted of tax crimes, gets a full pardon that wipes away $4.4 million in restitution and an 18-month prison sentence. Trump's donor list shows extent of pay for access in his administration. Then somebody says the guy's name is Paul Walczak and his mother, Elizabeth Fago. Don't forget their names. So now I had to go see what's up with this. Trump pardoned tax cheat after mother attended $1 million dinner. Let me go do my Googles. Fuck doing the Google. We're going to click on that because that's posted by the New York Times. Pretty credible. All right. So Paul Kazak's pardon application cited his mother's support for the president, including raising millions of dollars and a connection to a plot to publicize a Biden family diary. What the fuck? So this is Paul in 2011. His recent pardon by Trump spared him from having to pay nearly $4.4 million in restitution and serving 18 months in prison. As Paul awaited sentencing early this year, his best hope for avoiding prison time rested with the newly... God damn you, you mother... TikTok, count your fucking days, bitch. As Paul awaited sentencing earlier this year, his best hope for avoiding prison time rested with the newly inaugurated president. Mr. Walczak, a former nursing home executive who had pled guilty to tax crimes days after the 2024 election, submitted a pardon application to President Trump around Inauguration Day. The application focused not solely on Mr. Walczak's offenses, but also on the political activity of his mother, Elizabeth Fago. Ms. Fago had raised millions of dollars for Mr. Trump's campaigns and those of other Republicans, the application said. It also highlighted her connections to an effort to sabotage Joseph R. Biden Jr.'s 2020 campaign by publicizing the addiction diary of his daughter, Ashley Biden, an episode that drew law enforcement scrutiny. Hold on, let me open this article up. Mr. Walczak's pardon application argued that his criminal prosecution was motivated more by his mother's efforts for Mr. Trump than by his admitted use of money earmarked for employees' taxes to fund an extravagant lifestyle of his own. Still, weeks went by and no pardon was forthcoming, even as Mr. Trump issued clemency grants to hundreds of other allies. Then Ms. Fago was invited to one of these PAC dinners, to a $1 million per person fundraising dinner that gives you access to Trump. Dinner last month that promised face-to-face access to Mr. Trump at his private Mar-a-Lago club in Palm Beach, Florida. Less than 3 weeks after she attended this dinner, Mr. Trump signed a full and unconditional pardon. It came just in the nick of time for Mr. Walczak, sparing him from having to pay nearly $4.4 million in restitution and from reporting to prison for an 18-month sentence that had been handed down just 12 days earlier. A judge had justified the incarceration by declaring that there is not a get-out-of-jail-free card for the rich. But there is. The pardon, however, indicated otherwise. The case of Ms. Fago and Mr. Walczak is the latest example of the president's willingness to use his clemency powers to reward allies who advance his political causes and to punish his enemies. This is that guy's mother. Mr. Walczak's mother, Elizabeth Fago, in 2018, she raised money for Mr. Trump's campaigns. Mr. Walczak's pardon application was described to the New York Times by a person who received it but was not authorized to share it. Ms. Fago, Mr. Walczak, and his lawyer did not respond to questions. A White House official echoed the framing in Mr. Walczak's application, asserting in a statement to the Times that he was targeted by the Biden administration over his family's conservative politics. A $2 million yacht. Mr. Walczak, age 55, joined his mother's nursing home business after dropping out of college, eventually becoming chief executive. After she sold the company in 2007, they invested $18 million in a new nursing home venture based in South Florida, where they lived a luxurious lifestyle. By 2011, prosecutors say Mr. Walczak had stopped paying employment taxes. Between 2016 and 2019, they said he withheld more than $10 million from the paychecks of the nurses, doctors, and others who worked at his facilities under the pretext of using it for their Social Security, Medicare, and federal income taxes. This is the guy that he just let off for $1 million. Instead, he used some of the money to buy a $2 million yacht and to pay for travel and purchases at high-end retailers, including Bergdorf, Goodman, and Cartier, prosecutors said. He was charged in February 2013 with 13 counts of tax crimes. By the time he pleaded guilty to 2 of the counts and agreed to pay the restitution on November 15, 2024, Mr. Trump had been elected for a second term in the White House. The family had reason to believe the incoming president might look fondly on a pardon application. Ms. Fago, age 74, had helped host at least 3 fundraisers for Mr. Trump's campaigns. She and her son, Joey Fago, Mr. Walzak's half-brother, and his wife attended VIP events at Mr. Trump's 2017 and 2025 inaugurations, according to social media posts, including one which she was shown posing with Trump. During Mr. Trump's 2020 re-election campaign, Ms. Fago tried to help the candidate in other ways. Listen to this. Ashley Biden had left her diary and other belongings in a house where she had been staying in Delray Beach, Florida, when she moved to Philadelphia during the campaign, telling a friend that she planned to return to retrieve the belongings later. A woman who moved in, Amy Harris, discovered the diary and enlisted Robert Kurlander, a long-time friend and former housemate, to help sell it. Mr. Kurlander contacted Ms. Fago, this guy's mother. When she was first told of the diary, she said she thought it would help Mr. Trump's chances of winning the election, according to people familiar with the situation who spoke on the condition of anonymity to describe the matter. Mr. Kurlander and Ms. Harris brought Ms. Biden's diary to a September 2020 fundraiser at Ms. Fago's home in the exclusive Admirals Cove community of Jupiter, Florida. The featured guests were Mr. Trump's son, Donald Trump Jr., and the younger Mr. Trump's girlfriend at the time, Kimberly Guilfoyle. At the fundraiser, the diary was shown to Carolyn Wren, the campaign finance consultant who helped organize the event. So I go back there, I start reading through it, and there was just unbelievable stuff, Miss Wren recalled last year on a podcast. I contacted the campaign attorneys, and then that campaign attorney said, be very careful, don't take possession of this. They wrote up a whole memo, and they contacted the FBI and said, you need to come pick this up immediately. The FBI did not retrieve the diary. Instead, Mr. Kurlander and Ms. Harris entered negotiations to provide it to Project Veritas, a Trump-allied undercover media group that had been tipped to the diary's existence by Stephanie Walzak, Ms. Fago's daughter. The Justice Department during Mr. Trump's first term opened an investigation into the matter after a representative of the Biden family reported to federal authorities before the 2020 election that several of Ms. Biden's personal items had been stolen in a burglary. This is Robert Kurlander, who pled guilty in 2022 and admitted to conspiring to steal, transport, and sell Ms. Biden's diary. So yeah, this whole shit is fucking insane. I don't even know what to say on this, man. Like, I've been reading for forever, and as I was reading, it just kept getting crazier and crazier. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on, guys? What the hell? What the hellion? What the helliante? What the helle?